Okay, we're gonna show you how to make my pimento cheese spread. It's really super easy. The one thing that I've already done is I shredded little over 2 cups, about 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese. If you want to buy already shredded, that's fine. I shred my own. And I mixed in a little bit of other already shredded cheddar cheese, but basically it's 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese, and then I've let this cream cheese soften a little bit and just cut it up in cubes and mix it in there, and I will do the whole block of cream cheese, just cutting it up and putting it in there. You cut it up into smaller pieces, it makes it mix a little bit better. And so that's what I'm doing right now, and then I'll let you know the next step. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I've got a 4-ounce jar of diced pimentos. I hope you can see that. And I'm not putting these in yet. But what I'm doing is I'm taking 2 tablespoons, and I just basically put this tablespoon in here, and I get 2 tablespoons worth of the juice, and I just pour it in this little separate bowl. Get some pimentos in there, that's okay. But you want to get about 2 tablespoons of the juice, and you set that aside, and then I'm going to go drain the rest of the juice from this jar and then set it aside. Okay, so now the rest of these pimentos have been drained, and then I've got the pimento juice, and I just set those aside for right now. I've got my block of softened cream cheese, I've got my 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, and then I do 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. One. 2. 2 teaspoons of white wine vinegar. 1. 2. And then I'm going to do a 1/4 teaspoon, 1/4 of a teaspoon of white pepper, garlic powder, and to give it a little kick, cayenne. So a 1/4 of a teaspoon of each of these will go in here. And I guess I'll just go ahead and do that. So take the lid off. Quarter teaspoon. That's the white pepper. I didn't just know there was such a thing as white pepper. 1/4 of a teaspoon of the garlic powder. I'm just taking that off so I can get to it easy. Okay. And a 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne. That'll give us a kick. Now I'm going to mix this all up. There's different ways you can do this. You can put this in, instead of using like a bowl like this, you could actually put it in the bowl of your of a big mixer. If that works, I've actually just found that this stuff gets clumped up and caught in it, so I am better off using just a very heavy wooden spatula is what I end up using. So at any rate, that's what I'm going to be. I've got the lids on all these things wrong, if you're wondering what I'm doing here. But anyway, so I'm going to mix all this up as much as I can, and then we'll go to the next steps. Okay, I've got it mixed up as much as I can, and it's still a little bit clunky, or clumpy, I should say, and kind of thick, and that's okay. If it happens like that, it's going to get better. The next thing I'm going to do is, these are the pimentos that were drained. Don't worry, I've washed my hands. These are the pimentos that were drained, you know, some of the juice, remember 2 tablespoons of the juice went into here, and then the rest just went into the sink. So now I'm going to mix the pimentos in here, and again, if you choose to use a mixer or whatever, I guess you can do that. I just use this spatula, and again, this is going to get smoother. It looks all clumpy and everything now. Once we get the pimento juice in there, it makes this even easier to do. Okay, but first we want to see if we can't get the pimentos spread in there at this point. Okay, and now we mix in that little bit of pimento juice that we drained. This will make it even easier and smoother to mix together. See, you can already tell how that's a little bit easier. And we'll just keep doing this until it gets to the nice, smooth consistency that we want. And this is the second batch of this that I've done. I'll show you over here. This is how it will end up, hopefully. I don't know how good that looks. It tastes good, I can tell you that. And but anyway, you just keep mixing it up until it gets to where you want it, and then you refrigerate it. And then I would argue that before serving, you want it to sit, because this refrigerates and, you know, firms up pretty good. So if you don't want to be breaking your crackers and everything that you're spreading it on, you probably, see, I'm just, you know, using my washed hands and taking it off the spatula a little bit so I can mix it up a little bit. But at any rate, I hope you can see this, but here is the end result of your pimento cheese spread. So, Chris and Brighton, I'm actually doing this for your couple shower up in Seneca on I forget what day, on Saturday, July 30th or something like that of 2021. So here you go. Remember how clumpy and everything it was to begin with? Now it's pretty smooth and easy to mix around, and I'm just going to add this to the rest that I've already made. And we'll put it in a better serving dish when we serve it. But there you go. Now you know how to make your own pimento cheese spread. I'm going to turn off the video.